Dear Eve, and welcome to Civil Tarot. This is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising during the month of February. Pisces, what happened was I already videoed a reading for you. Well, I thought I did, and when I went to upload it, the video was gone. So I'm having awful trouble, and I think it's because of this Mercury retrograde. I'm having awful trouble with phone devices, computers, even my car for the last week. It's just been unbelievable, but it's a learning curve because I didn't realize how easy it was to create a video and upload it on your phone through YouTube. So I've learned something. But in any way, Pisces, I didn't want to do a new reading again for you here because this is a very strong reading for some Pisces out there. It might not fit for all, but it is a specific message here. So I'm going to go through the cards, the different cards that I pulled here. So the first card I pulled here from the astrology reading cards is the first house, Pisces. I'm just trying to angle this. So what people see and the impression you give is all about, the first house, how you view yourself as well. The next card we have here is the Gemini card, and the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Stimulating exchange is possible. And then the third card we have here is Scorpio. And this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So Pisces, there is a load of planets now in Aquarius at this time, and this is talking about your 12th house. Now, especially if, for Pisces rising and sun, even it could be, on a moon, it'd be more talking about, your feelings or what, how you feel about it or that. But I just feel with the first house here, that some of these Pisces, because of all these planets in Aquarius, and Aquarius is about the 12th house, it talks about isolation, and Pisces is known as the 12th house. So you may not be struggling so much, Pisces, throughout this pandemic or that if you're in isolation or that, but maybe you may be finding yourself at this time or during the month of February struggling somewhat and maybe not understanding as to why. But because of these planets, they've moved from your 11th house into your 12th house, recently, and we have all these planets that are active, but they are hidden at the moment because of the sun being there. And the sun is so strong that the planets are invisible. But towards the end of the month, they will become visible. But for the next year, at least, there will be a lot of things happening here in your 12th house. And the 12th house, like I said, talks about isolation. It can talk about addictions as well, talk about hidden enemies, but the hidden enemies, could be within, could be to do with addictions or for some reason as to why, even though collectively, people are in isolation, but more so importantly, as an individual for Pisces, why you're going through this 12th house, and as to the reason why, Pisces, and it's very, very significant for you, is because next year that, especially the planet Jupiter will be moving first into Pisces, which will be your first house. So the 12th house is allowing you to kind of put endings, and it could be, as to the way you view the world or view yourself, more importantly, and letting go of, old structures. Pisces is all about, old structures, and we're coming into the Aquarius time. So letting go of old habits, letting go of, energies or people around you that no longer, that you no longer kind of feel, that you're on kind of the same wavelength, so to speak, or that, but we have here is, and also I had the Chiron here, and Chiron is known as the wounded warrior. And for me, Chiron kind of represents Virgo energy and Pisces. And Pisces is yourself, your Virgo is your seventh house. It's the opposite to yourself, but even though you are quite opposite, you can have similar things. But Chiron is all about healing, um, and healing within physically, mentally, emotionally, or that, And I feel that this is very strong for you, Pisces, during this time. I feel that you may be struggling to do with something that's going on, or just not even something that's going on, just within yourself, you're taking maybe a good hard look at yourself. But we have here is the Queen of Cups. You can be, during this month of February, Pisces, very emotional, but you're keeping a lid on it. You're probably hiding your emotions, your feelings, how you're feeling, you know. And we have here is the Temperance card, along with the Queen of Cups here. But the Temperance card, is talking about self-awareness, or that, and maybe as to realizing, or maybe taking a deeper look into as to why that you're feeling the way you're feeling at the moment, or that you have done for possibly since December, or that you may feel a little bit more isolated. And as well, we have here is the Five of Pentacles. And that's why I couldn't get rid of these cards, because there's a very strong story here. And the Five of Pentacles talks about being in isolation, being left out in the cold, feeling that you're left out in the cold. Especially, you know, uh, these, talks about, soulmates, or that, trying to come in from the cold, or that, but maybe not asking for help, because you feel that you can't ask for help for whatever reason, you know what I mean, or that people might not understand you. But with this Temperance card, it's asking here, saying here that there's a very good friend around you at this time, friend that could listen, as to what it is that's going on with yourself. And we also have here is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is one of the last cards in the Major Arcana card, in the Major Arcana, in the deck. And it talks about, resurrection, or that. But, Gabriel's here blowing his horn. It's kind of like, the last judgment, the last call, you know what I mean, to kind of, and when I say the last call, to finally get rid of whatever it is that, is troubling you. And I feel it will be, within the next year. It's, a journey that you kind of have to go through, and the reason as to why you're going through it is to start again, to, to kind of have a new outlook on life, a new way of living as well. But you have to get rid of your demons. You have to let go of what's holding you back in life. Do you know what I mean? And I feel because of this Scorpio energy here, Scorpio energy talks about the eighth house. The eighth house is things that are hidden. It could be emotionally that you've hidden things, deep down within, emotion, trauma, or whatever. And, this 12th house is asking you now to finally let go of these things, go through them, you know what I mean? Whether it be, through counseling, or, with a friend or something like that. But it also talks about addiction. And I feel that, there's, might, like, as I say, might not be for all Pisces, or it could be just somebody around you that they're going through, addiction at this time. They're struggling with addiction, I should say, at this time, especially to do with, drinking, drugs, vices, or whatever. But you see, we also have here is the Two of Wands. And this Two of Wands talks about, making a decision in your life, and this decision, this is what you're probably thinking about, what's going on in your mind, right? I have to make a decision as to what, what what way to go. And we also have here, is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something that, at one time maybe emotionally fulfilled you, and I feel it's very, heavy to do with addiction, that it wasn't getting in on, it, it wasn't a problem, you know, um, over the past, several years of that. But now it has, there's an emptiness, it's not fulfilling you because for a lot of people with addiction, that it's an escapism. They're escaping from, whatever, whatever pain, that they want to avoid. And this is what it's saying to you to kind of, you need to move forward. You need to get through this. You need to, as I say, get some type of counsel, to do with um, your addiction or that, to talk to someone, but because you need to let go of what's gone, you know, see here, and move forward into your new world, your first house. And this is going to be happening in the next year, but you have to let go. You have to work through this. It's not going to be easy because there's a lot of major arcana cards here. We also have here is the tower, and the tower has to come down, because um it wasn't built on, solid foundation, but I feel that it's more so an internal tower, Pisces, and maybe you feel, that things are just kind of falling apart, that life just doesn't seem to be kind of working out for itself, but I feel this is to why with this first house that you have to take, a look at yourself or that, and I also feel um because of, the I know it's further down here, sorry, but um this eternal tower. Now the next card I pulled out, two different decks. I pulled out the temperance card again, right under the temperance, right under the same card here. And these temperance, this talks about, a good friendship. Do you know what I mean? There could be somebody around you that you feel that you can open up to, and that you need to open up to. And maybe as well that in exchange they can talk to you and you can kind of help each other out, through whatever it is that you might be going through. It could be totally different, it could be the same, that way. Um, but whatever it is, Pisces, for you, or for maybe this is not you, maybe it is a good friend, but whatever it is, it's, it's the Ten of Wands. It's a burdensome cycle. You have to let down these burdens now. It is the time now to move through it. You may feel that you can't see a way out, or that, you know, if it is to do with addiction, you may have tried, before. You may have tried numerous times before, and you just kind of fall back into the same thing. But it's saying this is coming to an end. It's a 10, there is an ending to it. Um, and I feel as well here, because we have the 10 of Wands, or the 9 of Wands, I should say, that at this time or during this month, you may be closing yourself out even more around with the people around you that, that care for you, or that, because I feel at this time your head's going to be wrecked, and or your head is being wrecked. Do you know what I mean? Or you feel that your head's being wrecked and that you can't open up, but it is asking you to open up, because what we have here is another major arcana card, and we have the Star, and the Star is Aquarian energy. This is what it's saying. All these planets in Aquarius in your 12th house is talking about, and you know um to let go of, things that no longer serve you, and to let healing in. The Aquarian card, the Star card, talks, it's all about healing within. And it can talk about addiction, and especially with alcoholism or that. Um, so it's saying, allow yourself to heal. Um, because we have here as well, we have here is the Magician. And the Magician talks about having the tools, you do have, the strength within. You do have everything within to get over this addiction, or to let go of what it is, that has hurt you. And I feel that you will be going through it, within the next year, but you have everything there, even though um, we have here is, the Knight of Wands. You may have tried it because the Knight of Wands, talks about kind of an everyday, thing, but it's an in and out energy, the Knight of Wands. And this is what I'm saying. You probably have tried to give up the, whatever it is, the addiction, or that you've tried it, but you went back to your old ways or whatever. Maybe you were even off it just for a month or that, and or maybe even because it's only February that you've given up for the month of January, But the Knight of Wands is even saying here that to have the willpower to carry on. Do you know what I mean? Because the Knight of Wands, he is the great adventurer. You know what I mean? He is the one that be most passionate about it to do this. And it's saying that you have the passion and you also have everything within with the Magician card to carry this out. The Magician card also was talking about counseling, some type of counseling, spiritual counseling even, especially with um the star card here. But I feel somebody, has a very, um, strong addiction to alcohol. And then we have here, um, finally, we have is the Empress card. And this is Venusian energy, and Venus will be going into your own sign. It is in Aquarius at the moment, so it might be giving you a little bit of um, within your 12th house, you could be feeling a little bit lethargic, kind of not really having the energy, but in a couple of weeks' time, in 3 weeks, it'll be going into your own house and you'll be feeling, you'll have a lot more, it'll be bringing comfort in, I should say, to you, but allowing you, to grow and to grow within. But I definitely want to say for some Pisces here that I feel definitely is so strong that there is a good friend around you that can help. Do you know what I mean? Or you can help them, or you can help each other here. Because between these we have here is the Five of Pentacles, and you see, the Five of Pentacles talks about soulmates, and sure we're all soulmates, but especially you could have a strong connection with this person. Do it doesn't necessarily mean that it's nothing to do with intimacy or anything like that. It's just that, good friends. Do you know what I mean? And maybe the two of you are probably going through this and that you can help each other, that way. Um, but yeah, but that's what I have, Pisces. I didn't want to change the reading or that. I kept the cards the same. I hope I got across. And this Gemini card, I just want to mention this. Just this Gemini card is mercurial energy. Mercury. And Mercury is retrograde now at the moment for the next 3 weeks. And then it will go forward. But Mercury is all about communication, and you may be struggling to communicate, to express your emotions, to express your feelings at this time. But hold on in there, persevere. And if it is that you've given up, some type of addiction or that you're attempting to do it, this is, a good time to do it. It'd be hard, but once you, get on the right track, you'll be doing well. So whoever, this reading is for, like I said, Pisces might be not directly to you. It could be for a friend around you or that. But I just want to say, I wish you the best of luck. Cheers. If you do like the reading, please like, share, leave a comment or subscribe. Cheers, Slán.